Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back with another episode of DC Universe Online with continued coverage of episode 46, Justice League Dark Curse. So we are really close to launch. In fact, by the time you see this video, we might already be up. So we're going to be taking a look at the feats here. I don't think I'm going to be doing any gameplay, unless one of the open world feats needs some testing, or if we need to figure out what they're looking for. Okay, so the feat list for episode 46, you are going to see the standard items here. Keep in mind that I probably played through maybe 3 or 4 dailies. I did the solo maybe 2 or 3 times, alert once, and I have not done the raid. So some of these feats are going to be missing because they're at the bottom. So if you've got collect 10 and 25 base items, I probably completed the 1 base item. And then we've got the usual, these are the base mods, the vendor sets, the skull is the augments, and the OP is a cape. And here we go, here are the counters. This is what we're looking for. Alright, 480 enchanted moonstones. So this is the weekly. This is not something you have to worry about because it's going to complete naturally. I think you have to get 50 a week. Hang on, let me just check really quick. Yeah, it's 52 a week, so, and the 52 a week happens naturally as they're mixed in with the dailies. So as you're doing the dailies, you're going to be getting those stones. So when we go back here and we see the 480, that really is not too bad because that's that's going to be like 9 weeks. So you don't need to like binge that one, although you know everyone's going to try to complete this on the first day. But remember, when you do that, any number you're going over the daily or weekly credit for, you're wasting time because you're going to be redoing that anyway. So I would like leave that one alone and just do the weeklies. Agitated spirits. Now this one has me curious though, because if I did the dailies like 4 times, how did I only get 1? So this must be like some loose ad or some special ad that's marked. Okay, so after the feat list, I am gonna look for this one because I'm curious. 33 disturbed, and I got 0, so this must be another one. And then we've got an impatient one, of which I had 3. So there's got to be something special about these that's not related to the dailies, or it's really rare. Yeah, because for me to have 1, 0, and 3, the Stone Olympians, 63. Well, this one looks like it's going to complete really early, unless the number increments. Twisted Vortexes, that's like that big thing that's worth 2 points during the daily, so getting 54 of those. Yeah, this is another one that you're going to complete naturally. This is a good objective to go for because it's more points. So yeah, towards the beginning of the episode, you're probably going to hit those tornadoes, those vortexes. 93 cursed civilians. This one will complete naturally just doing dailies. 13 out of 93 is not bad for a couple of runs. In the solo, whoa, defeat 100 cursed ghosts in the solo. I'm not sure about the pacing of this because I have not run the event or normal. I've only done the elite one. So the elite one has 150. Oh, you know what? I probably ran those before they added the feats. Yeah, so I have no idea of the pacing of this. Yeah, I'm not liking how there's a different counter for these. Or in general, I don't like how the elite feats are set up, because you know, you're farming the elite, then like once you have those done and you're still working on renown, you don't really want to go back to event and normal and just do the same things but easier. It's really weird that they... I would just hope that this counter increments this one, which I don't think it does. Alright, so what's this one here? Defeat Cursed Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl after blocking her ground smash attack at least one time. I have no idea what that is actually. Anyway, let me just go through these because I'm probably going to check the open world ones, which there doesn't seem to be too many. So these are the solo stuff. This is the alert, and it's just avoiding certain attacks. The solo one I'm gonna have to study a bit more because I couldn't tell the skull attacks apart really, so that's gonna take some practice. The alert actually is pretty clear, normal and elite. And Cursed Themyscira, I haven't looked at that. Oh wow, they got parkour in here. Curious to see what this one is. Without any player taking damage from her water spray. What does that have to do with parkour? I mean, this is not the most agile game that I've played. Okay, it seems like a pretty compact set. This doesn't seem like a lot of feats. But, yeah, usually they will add some more with some vendor editions, so this is probably not everything yet. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of the feat list for the launch of episode 46. I am going to check out open world, but it's not going to be anything too exciting, so if you want to stop watching here, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just curious about some of these counters, particularly these special spirit types. So I'm going to be looking for those. And I'm just going to do the entire dailies just to get a feel for how often they come up or how hard we have to look. And I'll link to my previous run of the solos if you want like a shorter, more simple version. So that'll be on the end screen as well as the info.
Just look how helpful and charitable I'm being.
You're someone I'll keep in mind for the next emergency.
Okay, I guess I didn't complete the quest from some other day. Alright, so... Okay, this is what we just want to start with the counters here. No, I don't want to start with that one. Yeah, generally I want to start with the west or east one so I could go counterclockwise or clockwise. So Restless Dead, this is probably not where the spirits are. Alright, so there's a counter for these guys. This is the one that will probably complete the fastest. And here we have the tablets, which will complete before the end of the episode. Okay, so these are the spirit types. Yeah, in my previous video, I was questioning if this objective was worth it, because there's there's the cog timer for interaction. So that's not necessarily a faster objective than just straight up killing these 3 ads here. But it looks like there's going to be a slowish feat for 3 different types of spirits on that one. So we are going to be seeking those out, at least in the beginning runs. So we're going to concentrate on these. Oh, sometimes you get 2, so there's an agitated and stirred. So in that case, this might be worth it. Whenever there's 2, I think they're each 2 points. Yeah. Okay, so when there's 2 of them, this one, the node with the spirits is worth it. And here they are pushing these guys. Yeah, actually, if you concentrate your daily runs on these guys in the beginning, those should complete pretty quickly as well. Yeah, my counters are low because I wasn't hitting these before. Let's see what that rooftop one is. Yeah, that's probably one of those stones. It's off to the side. Something is marked here. Oh, there we go. What's this one up here? I'm trying to see if there's any ghosts on the roof. Nope, these are just stones also. Okay, so this is complete. And of course you could interact with them after the daily. But again, if I go out and farm this, I'm basically wasting time for something I'm going to repeat in the future. So I don't encourage doing this. You'll eventually get that skill point. There's no need to rush that. Okay, so now we want to do the north one. Alright, so that was really the only one in question. The rest of this video is just gonna, I guess, take a look at the counters that I'll complete more naturally. This area seems to load slowly on test. I mean, each time I've done this, it's loaded empty. I'm kind of hoping that's because no one is here. Alright, so these guys had a counter. This one will complete pretty quickly because
Thank you for
there
freeing
are
me from
lots of
Hecate.
packs of 3 and 4 of these guys. This is the other counter. It'll be a little bit slower because this objective takes a little bit longer. This is the one where you have to stay ranged because if you touch that vortex, it's going to take away your loadout. So for this open world, at least this section of it, you will need either a ranged loadout or some ranged options in your current loadout. It might be one of these open worlds where you have a special loadout just for the open world. That is if you're a melee character. So, something that's a little bit off UX-wise is after you knock these guys out, the cogs are a little bit delayed.
Hecate's curse made me do terrible things. I don't know if I can.
Because my natural reaction is to knock them out and move on to the next objective. And you could actually do that fast enough where you wouldn't notice the cog. Like if this was your first time here and you're just whipping through it. Okay, now those guys appeared pretty quickly. But the first 2 objectives I did...
Hecate's curse made me do terrible things.
It was delayed.
I don't know if I can forget.
Okay. Because of those objectives with the cog, I think this section here, in this area, this northern area, after all counters are done, that'll probably be the fastest area. Because you just hit the nodes with those civilians, and then don't do the vortex ones. I mean, yeah, definitely don't do the vortex ones after your counters are done. That's going to be significantly slower. Ooh, that is the bounty. Wait, what are the ads near the bounty? Stone Olympian. That might be another counter. Let me just check that again. Alright, so we're looking... so you see that these incremented. The vortex incremented by 1. Alright, so there is one for Stone Olympians when you're fighting this boss. So I did the bounty once with a team of 4 and it looks like we got 8 of them. So this one should complete pretty quickly. Yeah, the other thing is there's always an option to not do the boss. I think each of these is probably 1 point. I don't have the quest, so I can't tell. But whatever, that'll probably complete. Like if you were farming the counter on the boss, which I didn't see one actually. But if you're farming the boss in any way, if you get 8 every time, this is not something you have to spam either. Yeah, that is weird. There's no counter on the boss, right? Now, okay, this one is worth double checking. Yeah, they're at least at the time of this video on test. This is going up in 2 days. Well, that's kind of a relief. I mean, if all you have to do is farm those ads. But the other thing is I'm sure they're going to add some kind of bounty counter in here because, you know, by the end of the DLC, they would have added 1 or 2 more bounties, which I'm sure they're going to put a counter on if the launch bounty does not have one. I do like the bounties better without the counter, because that's just, I don't know, it's just a mindless thing. You keep spamming the same exact thing. That's not, I wouldn't call that like rich engagement. In fact, that tends to be like the worst part of the beginning of an episode. You're just farming that boss. So in doing this section, there doesn't seem to be a counter for these creatures, or like a creature type. So this is probably the section that's going to stay the same throughout the life of the episode. What did I complete for Wonder Woman?
Magic is well safeguarded, thanks to you.
That was a weekly, whatever that was. Well, that's certain. Batman was the bounty. Was that the stones? I don't recall finishing the stones. Did I really get 52? I don't think so. Let me just turn these in and see what's left.
Olympians and monsters? Suck it.
I mean, I'm sure I can look back
will
at the
not
video.
go
I wasn't paying
unrewarded.
attention to me destroying the
Thanks
stones.
to you for providing these poor souls
But I don't
the
feel like
rest
I got
they
52
deserve.
yet. Alright, perpetual. Okay, so that's save the universe is still up on test. This is the pointer. Halloween, 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 Halloween. Okay, so yeah, I guess I did do the tablets, the moonstones. Alright, that'll do it for this run. Get ready for the launch on Thursday Reset. And good luck with this episode. Thanks for watching.